Okay, welcome back to Black Dragon Modern Combat. I'm David Ackrish, and this is Mook Jong key principle number 2. As promised, I made a video earlier this morning, and which brought up just a list of all the different principles and some other ideas that I'm going to be doing. One of them that I didn't mention on there was going to take Charlie Foot and apply it to the Mook Jong, and maybe some other stuff too. So anyways, that'll be fun. To this Mook Jong, so I haven't got the other one set up yet, which is the Wing Chun one, but by the way, it came in and it's way better than I thought it was ever going to be. And so anyways, I'm sort of cut off here. That's okay, who cares about me? Because I wanted to be able to get the best possible positioning here for the next principle. So number 2 principle, the other thing I want to just reiterate is that these are just my ideas. This isn't any system or anything, even though I've been through all that, and I've already gone over it, and now see how many different things I've done and still do. But this is just kind of the end result of that. And so this, especially this, I don't know if anybody does it or doesn't do it, but I do. This is what I initially called rhythm, and then creating a rhythm, and then I called it rhythm and bouncing, because I use the term bouncing, and then secondary inertia is another one, lightning strike, and then I realized it really is kind of a speed drill and endurance, and so I added speed to it, even though principle number 3 is going to be structure and speed. So this is still, so we're calling this one rhythm, bouncing, and speed. And I don't rehearse that much, and I don't edit or anything, so raw footage, that's what you see is what you get. First I want to go down the list of how this is approached, or how I approach it. So I've been writing down a nice little listing, which I think I'll put up. I like putting it up on there, and if anybody wants to look at it and copy it. But so the first idea is the rhythm. This is an even rhythm, so when you're going through this, if you're going to do it and practice, it's nice and even. Secondary is moderate speed, so even though it will lead to speed, but it's an endurance drill, so that's actually part of the whole idea here, and getting in as many strikes as possible within a certain amount of time frame. And then I'm going to go up and down, or down to up, and just go through different ideas. I don't even know. I mean, I kind of know what I'm going to do, but usually what I do is pretty random. And then this shouldn't hurt. Some things do hurt a little more. You're training a little bit harder, or you're doing something that's a little more intense. And I'm looking at my list, and so I wrote here shouldn't hurt. I wrote close and far, so you can train. I would almost say stay at a medium range, but you can get in close and do this. You can move far away and do the rhythm training, and further away. So you're further, like you're almost backing something up, and then you're a little closer. So different ranges is always important. It's a very it's a very Filipino idea, and which is super cool. And then I actually, maybe not on your Mook Jong or something really expensive, but on mine I actually use a practice knife, and this is where I'm introducing something I've never seen anybody do, so get ready for that. And then I was going to mention about that is maybe if you have a nicer Mook Jong but you want to do the weapon training, which I mentioned was more the wobbly, calling them that, it's kind of disrespectful, but the wobbly, maybe they're not that wobbly, they just look kind of wobbly to me. Inexpensive arms that you can connect to a pole, and I think it's inexpensive enough that you don't feel like you're damaging your expensive Mook Jong, and do a little weapon training with a training weapon, a knife or anything you want, of course, it's your system. And then lastly, I was going to say, just with these rhythms, so I've studied, jazz fusion drumming for years. I don't play anymore, at least right now, but I played for years and years and years. I started when I was 6 years old playing the drums, so I had to hit something. And it's super cool. Drumming training is very intelligent. It's intense. People think drummers are idiots. They're probably 10 times smarter than anybody else in the band. It's really, I don't want to call it a skill, but I guess it is. It takes a lot. So especially if you're studying, you're not a grunt drummer, but you're actually studying jazz and blues and fusion. Man, it's intense and it's fun. So here I'm going to go really slow and do some triplets. So it's kind of like off my drumming idea. Maybe that's why I do this. And then we'll do some even numbers, fours. So the first, so once again, it's not supposed to hurt. And I just started doing this on my own. This wasn't anything anybody ever showed me. It was just I walked up and I just started. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and just started doing a rhythm. I'm like, I guess I wanted to play the drum or something. It's kind of like the Chinese. I got to play the Chinese lion dance drum when I was in Seattle, and I was in one of the Charlie Futt schools with M5. I said a name, so I don't think he cares. He's called King of the Lion Dancer, and so he actually let me play the drum, and well, that's an interesting story into itself, and do the line dancing. So that was cool. It was a dream come true, putting on the head, doing that, eating the cabbage. Anyways, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What I'm trying to do is feel, so really these videos are for people who've never hit a Mook Jong, and I'm trying to do my salesmanship and try to convince you that here's some stuff you can do. I think it's super important, and these are different drills and ideas that I do. So it's almost, you could say, a speed drill type idea, or you can barely see the ball over there, but when I do different type training, and I'm going to actually do videos on that, on the two, which I love. I think it's one of the things that everybody should have is the boxing ball, or the two, I can't even think of it, but the two cords. So I call it the umbilical, but it's just a double-ended ball. I think that's what it's called. And that thing's great. So, and that's just part of one of the 4 pieces I talked about in the earlier video today. But so this is kind of that idea. You can sit here and do this, and maybe put on a song and do it for half the song or something. But to build up endurance of just keeping your arms moving, and you're also learning how to just what it feels like to engage. I don't want to say hit, to engage a Mook Jong, and then build up speed and endurance and balancing. So I'm trying to balance. There's different ways to approach the Mook Jong, and one is to send the energy out. Here I'm just trying to allow the Mook Jong arms to feed back. So it's kind of a feedback wavelength. And that's one of the reasons I say it doesn't hurt. And that should hurt, but it hurts more than just going like this. But if you hit a different place, and I showed I showed the first video where you want to slow and just feel different places and where to strike, and so you're just aware that you can hurt yourself because you're striking something somewhat immovable, somewhat. And there is play. And again, the young lady who made this for me was amazing. She actually, I don't know how she channeled it, but she had this one's kind of tight because of this thing, but just the right amount of play within these arms. So that was exciting. I was really happy. I was like, oh no, can you carve it out a little more? I'm like, no, this feels great. And so anyway, so this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can start with either hand. I'll go slow, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It's kind of like drumming. And then you can do 4, and you start bottom. So in your mind, even though it looks like you're going evenly, here I'm thinking I'm starting at the bottom and going up. Starting on the bottom, rung, arm, and then I'm working my way up. So it's like I'm going down to up. Oh, I have to do something low. Okay, Wing Chun, whatever, I don't care, whatever suits your fancy, and then up. So this is a way to loosen up, maybe a post loosen up to a different, stretching, and I have a whole, I was going to do that too. That's another thing. So it's amazing how many ideas have just like pour out of my head. I'm going, I got to do that. So it's a warm-up drill that I do. I think it's kind of, you could say it's universal. So it's really for the upper body, and stretching. You can stretch, do legs, taekwondo stretches, all that. But this is kind of an upper body, kung fu-ish type internal, external training to really open your chest and your arms and loosen things up. So this is like the next step after that warm up. Anyways, so let me get through the next one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I start on the right, so don't want to be Big Daddy here, but do the left side too. So left, 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 right, left, right, left, right, left. And now I'm doing triplets. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Like I said, I don't edit. It's the end of the day, so who cares? So I go slower, so I'm making sense. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then you start low. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And you can hit with different parts, so that's another thing. You can even go underneath and hit with one of those 8 areas I talked about here. On the back of the hand, if you want to go very light. Okay, some people might say, oh, don't do that. I do it. So it's part of my iron palm training on the outside. And, but kind of cupping idea, straight on. So experiment, side, try, okay, this is a very kind of Wing Chun-y thing, but Kung Fu, but I'm using the side, which is the very first point I ever showed on the other video. And if you haven't seen the other videos, it's principle number 1, because it's principle number 2. So I'm showing the strike right there, like that. Now, I'm not using waist, or you can turn your waist into it and hurt yourself more or whatever, but you really don't need to. This is more of an internal exercise in a sense, where you just relax and I'm just moving through it. I can turn if you want. I mean, you do whatever you want, because this is what I do, but I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what I do. And so sometimes if I feel like it, oh, your just energy wants to turn even 2 or 3 inches into and go, okay, cool. I'm getting this buildup of, I call it kinetic energy, or even electromagnetic energy that's in my body, and then it starts coming out. So these are things nobody really talks about. It's only something you can develop on your own and kind of come to your own conclusions or feelings of it. I mean, there's nothing, you have to do it, but kind of have to have a starting point, and so this is one of them. And so triplets, 1, 2, 3, and you can alternate. So here I go, right, left, right, and then left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, left, right, left, left, right, left. Or you can stay with the same triplet on top, and then it's different. I call neural pathways. Same thing at the bottom, right, left, right. So right, we'll say the first one, and then here I'm going to go left. Okay, even if you're tired, train, come out, do a little bit, create those pathways in your brain. This is a nice thing, you don't have to overdo it. I am starting to, it's warm here, it's like 100 degrees, well, not now, but so you'll sweat a little bit here in Albuquerque, but it's a nice warm up if you don't have a lot of time, but you want to kind of build the fire, build the chi that comes from Dantian, from the lower, and this is what this is. So this is a part of internal training, whether you believe in it or not. If you don't, that's fine. It's just a part of external training. It doesn't matter. But it does start creating an inner flow or warmth. And chi is about warmth, by the way, and the heat inside of us that comes out. Okay? So let's do, so I said you could go same, right, or of course left, right, left, starting on either one, or starting on the same, on top and bottom, and then bottom and top. I'm not going to go through every one, you go crazy. And then you can alternate. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. One more time, I go slow, right, left, and really slow, right, and I'm not really balancing, because this is a bouncing drill. So I'll go slow so you can get the coordination in the pathway of like, I'm not used to pushing my left hand out there. Maybe I'm always used to, left, or I'm sorry, right, and then doing something else, and it says no, so you have to push there, left. But what if I go, oh no, I want to push right? So your body has to create these pathways, and they will become created, and then from that, then you unbreak those pathways or let them loose, and you really don't know what you're going to do. And then you can do a free form training, doing these rhythm trainings. And these rhythm trainings can be done, let me turn this around a little bit, in different ways. So I'm almost done here. So I go here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing different patterns. And I'm just letting myself kind of go loose. Okay? Because we don't really know. Even there, I'm doing the double, which I didn't want to do. Or I think I was going like this. Creating kind of a different, but the pattern should be even in the same for this principle. You can also, and this is with this, of course, my Mook Jong, go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So I'm doing triplets. Then you can do one last one. It's a little more intricate, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it starts putting you into a kind of a, I won't say aggressive, but it leads you into other ideas. But again, create on your own. Let your body go where it wants to go. Or you could do 3, 2. You get the idea. 3, 3. So, which is kind of cool. I think I did those 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the last idea that's coming off of this is finally when you're. What am I developing? I'm developing this quick move because speed is important. The lightning hands of Wing Chun, the lightning movement. There's a lightning Filipino. I forgot what the thing, and maybe someone can let me know. But lightning something, and I think it's the name of the system or the teacher, and it should be lightning. So I'm trying to move quickly and let my flow take me there. I was watching the video. I think I was saying earlier in the earlier video. I was watching a video, and the gentleman said that the only way for speed is relaxation. That's true. That's it. You stiffen up. So this will be the next video, which would be structure and speed. Is that, of course, you want to keep your structure, but how do you keep structure, which is kind of stiff, and in speed, which is flowing and moving in air and water? So we're looking at kind of two different elements at the same time and flowing them together. So that's what this is about. This isn't just willy-nilly. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. There is structure in what I'm doing here. Even if it's something right in front of me, and I'm just, I'm not doing any twisting or turning on purpose. Okay, somebody wrote, oh, you need to turn. I'm like, okay, you break your hand on the Mook Jong, slamming it in there, and then send a video to me, and I'll laugh. Because I know how to turn. I've been doing it since I was 6 years old. That's all life, all of building power. Actually, it's beyond that. It's how the universe works. It's how the planets turn. This goes way further into just, hey man, you gotta. It's like, no kidding. Thank you for that little tiny bit of advice. But even here, a rotation can be just your hand turning. Okay, so it doesn't always have to be the waist, but maybe from the inside. I shouldn't even say maybe. The inside, you're building again. It's like one of the animals in Chinese is the snake, which is internal power, and the dragon is coiling. So maybe I'm mixing internal power or in energy or whatever you want to call it, explosive dynamics, the fire, with the rotation of the dragon. And so I don't have to turn or really slam. This is not meant for this. That ball over there that weighs 85 pounds and feels like you're hitting a wrecking ball. This one is not. But you can get some turn and some power just from here to here. That's what this is teaching you. It's the secret of the Mook Jong. Okay? I wasn't going to say secret of Wing Chun. It's the secret of the Mook Jong, which applies to everybody, to everything. These are physics. So if you can relax and turn and use very little, maybe none. Remember what it says about Wing Chun. I'm bringing it up a lot, I don't know why. But it's like the economy of motion. the economy. So the economy is if I can just go like this much, and get that much power, I'm happy. I don't need to. One of the things I say is telegraphing is a no-no. It's one of the 3 evils. So I'm not going to telegraph, and I'm not going to overturn because, I'm trying to prove something. There's a structure that this is telling me how far I can go anyways. And you can work your way through different degrees of it. So 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degrees. Maybe I do start turning a little bit when I'm just a little, even that's too much to me. But I say first, this is just arms, relaxation, and doing a rhythm. Okay? And this is building speed, chi, endurance, and what I say, bouncing. So I feel what it feels like to bounce without hurting myself. It shouldn't hurt, at least on this drill and this idea. This is some bouncing and flowing in, bouncing, flowing in. That's it. And if you can bounce into that flow, it's that area between those two. It's the energy that's happening between that rotation and off of that bounce. So I think I've really kind of driven this one into the ground, and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to go back to my workout before it gets too dark and too many bugs come out. Hope you're having a great evening. I really hope you get a lot out of this. This is where I'm going with these videos. There's so much, and like I said, I'm just going to dump it out. Number 3 is, if you want to know all of them, go to the other video and that I just put out today. That's the 20 principles listed. But number 3 again is going to be structure and speed. It's kind of like this, I guess you could say. And so close enough. And I'll write some key points, bullet points down on that. Anyways, well, looky there. I'm under 30 minutes. Anyways, I hope you're having a really nice evening. Train safe, train hard. Let me know how you're doing. I really do care. And I will be creating the next, probably this weekend. So I'm going to start really kind of pumping these out so I can move on to other things. So this is the finale, finishing moment of key principles of Mook Jong number 2. Take care. Bye-bye.